The Measure Monkey that I'm about to show you here is really intended to try and help you figure out what is the filter context that you're dealing with for a specific cell so that you can help, tune or debug something like a calculate statement or a really more complex DAX measure. This is based on the SQL BI pattern for determining filter context, which is one of the reasons why this is free, is because they've generously shared that formula pattern with the world. All I've done is built a user interface here to make it really, really easy to put it in place. So here we have a little pivot table. It's got a few different cells on here. We've got our class and our category on our rows, and we've got a year across values here. And if I want to determine what that filter context is that's in play here, what I can do is I can go to Measure Monkeys, Filter Context Monkey, and it will bring up the Filter Context Monkey. Now, the deal with this is that there's a lot of different options that are actually happening inside here. So if we go and we take a look, obviously we can go and we can give our measure a name. Filter context will work. It's going to store it on the measures table. We get the option for storing these things wherever we like. And if we do need to create a new measure table, you can do so right here. You'll notice that it gives you an option for how many items do you want to display. As you dial this thing up, it will actually change the value right inside the DAX code, so you don't need to do anything for that. The delimiter is a comma. It does include line breaks. You can tweak those or change them as needed based on just what you put inside here. Now, probably the most confusing part is really around the context level. The full context gives you virtually every field inside your model, fact table, dimension table, whatever it is, and you can see that it makes for a very, very long measure. Now, this is one of the reasons why I decided it would be really nice to actually build something to put this in place, because typing all that, well, it's not a lot of fun. So the other option you have, though, is a specific filter context. Maybe you don't care about all of these fields. What you can do is you can clear things down and say, you know what, maybe I'm only interested in the filter context for the categories in class. So at this point, you can actually make a much shorter filter context measure. Or, for example, maybe you only care about the items that are in your dimensional fields. So we'll just add all of the calendar, because everything else here comes from a fact table. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to build the full version because I think that's what most people want most of the time. But I'm just going to go in here and say create. And this will now tell me that it's created. It's added it. It's given me a name conflict here, so I know that that's actually gone into place okay. And here we go. Here is my filter context measure. So let's just move the screen across here because this is going to be big. I'm going to add it to my pivot table. And what you can see here is that on the line for beer, we have a calendar year of 2018. We've got our categories. Category is beer and the class is beverages. So it's actually going through and pulling all these things together. And again, this is based on the SQL BI measure pattern here, which is why it's nice and easy and works and whatnot. All I did was build the user interface to go through and put that in so you can dynamically select the columns you want and build this thing in a couple seconds should you need it for any particular reason. So you'll find that under the Measure Monkeys menu, under Filter Context Measure, just a nice, easy way to figure out the key things around here to allow you to debug some more advanced formulas. Thanks for watching this episode of Using Monkey Tools. To get your own monkey, visit our website at monkeytools.ca. Or if you subscribe to Skillwave's Self-Service Business Intelligence Academy, you'll get a free annual pro license included with your subscription. And remember, Monkey Tools was developed to support better Excel and Power BI solutions. If you want to learn how to really master these tools, you should definitely check out our full course catalog at skillwave.training.